whenever I used to see you do Ernestine, I thought, boy, if the phone company had any kind of a sense of humor, they'd call her and have her do all their commercials.
Well, they did. They asked me initially when I was on Laugh-In, but I was young and foolish.
And you turned
No,
them down.
I was insulted. I was a little hurt that they thought they could buy Ernestine, you know.
Oh,
I was very idealistic about it.
Ernestine, how did she come about? Have you ever known anybody like that?
No, but ironically, when I did her, you know, the first day I walked out on the set of Laugh-In, everybody, all I wanted to do was be accepted by the crew and get by every day, you know?
I can't remember.
And everybody just freaked out because, and it was as though everyone said they had had an aunt like that or something, so everyone related to it for some reason.
I've known a million people who, when they laugh, go. I know a million people.
Well, I have known people who do that, yes.
You know, it's kind of a strange thing because it was during the period I had the good
there's
fortune.
the call for Ernestine now. Did you hear that? Am I the only one who heard the phone?
I heard it. But we were doing Laugh-In, and I had the good fortune of working with Lily 3 times, you know, and that was during the period that everything that she was being inventive about, it became sort of like the thing that everybody talked about. And I got lucky because that's on one of the shows I did, Here Come the Judge, Here Come the Judge, you know, that thing. But thank you. But it was a unique experience. See, you could never get that kind of enthusiasm collectively together and inventiveness together. It was the best of Artie. It was the best of Ruth. It was the best of Goldie. It was the best of everybody.
Yep.
It really was, and everybody went on to do their own individual things, but collectively.
Yeah, it was great.
What town? Do a little Ernestine.
Okay. I was going to do this short piece of... this piece was actually written for me on Saturday Night Live, but it's a little short commercial that Ernestine did. Okay. I'm going to try to do it sitting down. I don't know if I can. My body, like, wants to get up.
Well, get up.
No, a gracious hello. Here at the phone company, we handle 84 billion calls a year, serving everyone from presidents and kings to the scum of the earth. So we realize that every so often you can't get a call through. Perhaps your phone goes out of order for no apparent reason. Maybe you've been charged for a call you never made. We don't care. You see, here in this computer room, we have a matrix of multi-billion-dollar space-age technology that is so sophisticated even we can't handle it. But that's your problem, isn't it? So the next time you complain about your phone service, why don't you try using 2 Dixie cups with a string? We don't care. We don't have to. We're the phone company.
I love that. Oh, I just love her when she goes.
Yeah, I should. Right, I never.
Love that.
The thing that puts me away is...
Oh, is there the snort?
God, how many times as a kid, you're on a date and you get convulsed, and you don't mean to do it, and you go... Right?
Yeah, and embarrass yourself.
And you go, oh, God, I didn't mean for that to happen. I want to be very cool tonight. You told me once you did something, this is rather offbeat, and it stayed in my mind. You were doing the one-woman show in New York, and it was very, very cold, and you noticed the people out in line waiting for tickets.
Oh, you mean, when I opened my box office in New York, I did Mrs. Beasley, I do a housewife, Mrs. Beasley. In fact, she's in Shrinking Woman as the next-door neighbor of the heroine, but... Mrs. Beasley, I planned to do it. I opened the box office as Mrs. Beasley as a Red Cross volunteer because all the fans were there. It was February, and it was freezing cold. And she gave out coffee and donuts. And
can you imagine being out there waiting to buy a ticket, and all of a sudden she shows up?
Because their noses were running. And Mrs. Beasley just stayed on the scene for, you know, all day long. And then when I opened the box office in Los Angeles, I did it as Bobby Janine, the cocktail organist, because it was pouring rain. And then Bobby would, and we set up a cocktail lounge under the overhang, and we played all rain songs, you know, Singing in the Rain and Don't Rain on My Parade, and the kids would sing along, and we're waiting for tickets. And then Bobby would go down with the maitre d' every now and then with an umbrella. It was just like a UFO thing. And she'd go down the line and shaking hands with everyone. And
do a little Mrs. Beasley for me, will you?
Okay, I'll try. Let's see. Mrs. B. Now, I just want to, in case people don't know who Mrs. Beasley is, she's when I first started doing her, I did commercials with her, and the first commercial she ever did was a Gur detergent, and which had, and during she was sorting laundry, doing a testimonial, and during the sorting, she found lipstick on her husband's collar, but the stalwart person she is, she continued. And then later she did a commercial where a hairspray commercial going through a car wash, and her hair came out just perfect, you know. But since then, Mrs. Beasley's consciousness has been raised, and she's really become more of a consumer's advocate. It was just one of those natural evolutions. I couldn't control it. She started out wanting to be a spokesperson for any product. She would have taken anything.
But now we're going to see the latter day, Mrs.
Well,
Beasley.
yeah, but she's done lots of stuff, but this is one. She says, "Hi, I am not a professional actress. I am a real person like yourself. Most of us are aware of our diminishing supply of natural resources. But did you know we are also running short on unnatural resources? Until recently, I, like so many of you, thought that surely there was enough plastic in the world to go around. Apparently, this is not true. If something isn't done, there could be a panic on plastics. Greedy people will start hoarding things like baggies, rain bonnets, shower curtains, astroturf, plastic toothpicks, Parcheesi dice, and leisure suits. Tupperware parties will have to be shut down. Studies show that over 2/3 of game show gift items are made of plastic. Let's make a deal, and one game show alone used more plastic than the entire country of India has ever seen." I didn't have to listen.
I can remember when you co-hosted the show in Philadelphia, and you did Edith Ann.
Yes.
And we got that enormous chair and climbed up on it. Remember?
Oh, yes. And then we got on the
Sammy-
floor and we drew pictures. And
Sammy did that with you.
Yeah, on Laughing, we did a wonderful piece.
Can we help you with Edith Ann by?
Getting on the
Yeah,
floor?
we'll get on the floor. Why not? Sure.
Yeah, so what do you want to do?
Well, are you? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Are you going to school now, Edith Ann?
Yes, I go to 2 different schools, one to learn about baby Jesus and one to learn about smog. Yeah, baby Jesus has a light on his head so he can read comics in the bed.
Is that the round one that he has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never goes out either.
It stays on forever and ever.
What games do you like to play?
I took my dog Buster roller skating in the park and he turned his ankle. I had to bring him home in a shopping bag. Yeah, and you know something? In the neighborhood, the big boys play war, and they are horrible. And they get up in the windows with water bags, and they play like they are dropping bombs on targets, except sometimes they miss the target, and they hit innocent children and their dolls. And my doll never did dry out.
That's terrible. That's a terrible game. What other games do you like to play?
Wait, I want to tell you this riddle. There was a man from St. Paul who went to the costume ball. He said, "I'll risk it. I'll go as a biscuit," and the dog ate him up in the hall.